What's going on, YouTube? And welcome to Goal Line Hockey. It's Kevin Forte and the Dallas Stars. Listen, they surprised me. They got past the first round of the 2023 Stanley Cup playoffs, defeating the Minnesota Wild in 6 games. Guys, if this version of Jake Oettinger continues this season, we saw this last year in the playoffs against the Calgary Flames. Guys, Jake Oettinger is a gamer, especially come playoff time. And his current save percentage during the postseason really has me wondering, are the Dallas Stars about to go on a playoff run? And is this the next iteration of Carey Price? So we're going to discuss that today. So looking at his numbers through the first 6 games of this playoff run, he's got a .929 save percentage, 4 wins, and a 2.01 goals against average, which is very good. Jake Oettinger's stats are very, very good. And this is honestly probably, I hate to say this, goalie of the future. And the fact he was able to do it against his former, he grew up in Lakeville, Minnesota. So this is definitely a little bit of vengeance on his former home in Minnesota. You look at his last couple of seasons in the NHL. He's got 3 NHL seasons under his belt, and his numbers are very, very good. Even during the regular season, he's got a career .916 save percentage in his first 3 years and a 2.42 goals against average. So he puts up really good numbers, and when it comes to playoffs, like we've seen the last 2 years, he is basically unstoppable. Now, a lot of people say, well, is that worthy of being in the conversation of a Carey Price? I think it is. I think based off of, you watch his game, it's very similar. The amount of poise he has in between the pipes, he makes it look easy. And there's very few goalies around the league that can do that. It seems like a lot of goalies try to fight off pucks and, make a lot of mistakes and things like that. And Jake Oettinger, more often than not, makes it look seamless. And I think that's something that a lot of people in Dallas have been seeing the last couple of years. But now, especially now that Dallas is going to get to the second round of the playoffs, I think more fan bases and really across the entire league, we're going to see more of what Jake Oettinger is capable of in Showtime. And I think that's really what we're looking at here. This is a really good goalie. And like I said, I think with the current iteration of the Dallas Stars defense, no slander on the Dallas Stars defense, but they don't really have that great of a defensive structure under Pete DeBoer. In that first round series, there was a lot of breakaways and things like that. But Jake Oettinger has made some saves where you're like, no, that's a goal, but Jake Oettinger's in net, so it's not. There were a couple of plays, and you guys know what I'm talking about, even this year and last in the playoffs, where there were for sure goals that had the fans putting their butts back in the seat because Jake Oettinger somehow made the save when it looked impossible. And I think that's something that back in the day, in the prime of Carey Price's career, we saw similar results. And again, I don't want to knock the Dallas Stars because they're a very good team, but the Dallas Stars on paper aren't one of the best teams in the NHL, but I think they are very capable of going on a serious run on the back of Jake Oettinger. And that is why I think Jake Oettinger is potentially the next iteration of Carey Price. And we've talked about this before, but I think we're seeing it on display here from the former BU Terrier down in the state of Texas. So let me know what you guys think down below. Do you guys think Jake Oettinger is the next Carey Price in the National Hockey League, or do you think he's just one of those guys that's just a very good goaltender and maybe not that level yet? Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.